Say E, A, G, L, E, S. Eagles. Say fly, Eagles fly. Yo that. You know what it is, you know what it is. It's your boy Fully Fresh, aka The General, here reporting for duty. Also, aka Full for the Battle Bird Podcast. Come on, man. You know how we get down? Oh, hey, man. For everybody that done it, I appreciate it, man. But if you have not done it, make sure you hit that sub button right down there, man. It's a little bell right next to it. You know what I mean? So, you in notification gang, you know when I put up all this flavor. You about to get some right now. Listen, I've been thinking, and I think it's time we grade our quarterback, quarter by quarter. So I'm gonna go to first. I'm gonna give him a grade from the first quarter, man. The first quarter of football, played 4 games. That's a quarter. The first quarter of football, I'm gonna go through some things. I'm gonna go game by game, and we're gonna come up with a grade. I want to hear y'all grade too down below. After you get finished hearing what I got to say. All right, so game 1 against the Washington football team. That was probably one of the worst games I ever seen Carson Wentz play. And a lot of that wasn't his fault, but a lot of it was. I thought as though the 2 picks actually really wasn't as much of his fault as it was the receivers. I mean, we can argue, we can debate all day about that. I think putting Rhaegar, it's a lot of the coaches' fault. Putting Rhaegar and Hightower in that position to where as though they needed a timely route when you got Deshaun Jackson sitting on the sideline. That's the routes that he should have been that's the routes that he should have been running, Deshaun Jackson. You know what I mean? A veteran with timely routes and stuff like that, especially somebody that, the quarterback knows the quarterback got a little feel for. So yeah, you want to put your best receivers in the best position. You know what I mean? I thought as though Carson Wentz, the fumbles, I understand the line was coming, but you got to protect the ball. You have to protect the football. You know what I mean? He really did. I mean, we got up early. We got up 17-0. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got a concussion in the second half. I seen 2 different quarterbacks, and it had something to do with the defensive pressure, but it didn't have really anything to do with like the cornerbacks or anything like that. I don't know what was going on in that game. No excuses though. Carson Wentz gets a F for week 1. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not going to fraud to you. He gets an F for week 1. You know what I mean? Giving up the football as many times as he did, being sloppy with the football. The picks doesn't help, even though I don't solely blame them on him, but they definitely don't help. Week 2 against the Rams. The Rams. Here's what I can say. He played a better game than the first week. That's what I can say. I thought as though the defense did not put him in a position to win the game, but you want Carson Wentz to be put in all these positions. And here's another thing. Every single week, not every week, excuse me, every single series he's looking around, and it's new receivers every time he's ready to snap the football. In and out, or just out. You know what I mean? Not having that steady camaraderie with your wide receivers. I don't care if they're average or if they're good or Hall of Famers. If you don't have that steady camaraderie with them, it's hard to be good as a quarterback. You know what I mean? Offensive line played particularly well. You know what I mean? Jason Peters, no, no, that wasn't that game. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. The offensive line played way better than they did week 1. I thought the offensive line week 1, that's another thing, was barbecue chicken, man. 8 sacks. We going back to Washington real fast because I forgot this. 8 sacks, getting your quarterback just lit up, and anywhere he turns, telling him to get rid of the football faster. But how? How? Every time he turn around, it's a defender in his face, and that really didn't happen. They shut down Aaron Donald in the second game. They shut down Aaron Donald, so I get an offensive line credit for that. You know what I mean? I thought as though wide receivers couldn't get open. Carson Wentz had a bad game though. 2 picks again. It just seemed like that. It just seemed like that been the norm lately. You know what I mean? He gonna get 2 picks. So I'm a grade. I think he played a little better, but I still got to give him a D. I was gonna give him a D minus, but I got to give Carson Wentz a D for I got to give him a D for week 2 against the LA Rams, man. Goff outplayed them. You know what I mean? The defense didn't help, but at the same time, it was like you could have played better, Carson. You gave up the football again. You fumbled. You 2 picks. Yeah, got to give him a D minus. No, I'm gonna give him a D, not a D minus. So week 3 against the Cincinnati. See, here's where things get a little dicey for me, right? Okay, you got Cincinnati, you know what I mean? You got young talent at the quarterback position, and then you got Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz is over there looking like, man, I everything is shining on me. I need to beat this guy. Carson Wentz threw 2 more picks. You know what I mean? The defense did not really put him in position to have, that's another thing. Our defense, I need everybody to understand this. Even though I'm giving him bad grades, I just need people to understand this, right? When your team doesn't get turnovers, I'm not talking about last week, we're going to get to last week. When your defense does not get turnovers and your special teams does not give you good field position and you have really nobody to stretch the field, everything is 12, 15 plays, basically dinking and dunking. The play calling is so predictable. It's crossing routes here. It's a screen here. It's a 5-step in and out, or 9 yard in and out. You know what I mean? It's so predictable. Nobody flying downfield. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what happened in game 4. But we gonna keep it on 3 right now. So everything is basically dink and dunk. Everything is in front of Carson. And still, Jason Peters had a horrible game. A horrible game. I seen this dude being a human turnstile. I seen this dude giving up sack after sack and then not even helping his quarterback up. Carson Wentz stuck it out. He grinded. He was having a bad game. So he said, you know what? F this. Forget everything. Forget what everybody's talking about. I'm going to win this game. He put your team in a predicament to win the game with his legs and throwing timely throws, might I add. And he put us in a predicament to tie it and then take the lead. The throw to Zach Ertz put us at 59-yard field goal. I got confidence in Jake Elliott. Do you? I got confidence that Jake Elliott is going to make that. So we get the false start. Once again, I blame it on Peters. Matt Pryor did do it. He did do it. It's nothing that you can tell me that he didn't do it, but he shouldn't have been there. You put this guy in a predicament to where as though he's not even supposed to be there. And why? Because my toe hurts. Mr. My toe hurts. Put us in a predicament to tie the game. I'm going to give Carson Wentz, because he did not play a good game, but we want to always talk about Tom Brady and even Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes went down 14 of double digits every single game in the playoffs, right? But everybody commends him for coming back. Now, when Carson does it, is, oh, well, you should have did it. You shouldn't have been down. But nobody says that about Patrick Mahomes. Nobody says that about Tom Brady. I'm giving Carson Wentz a B- for game 3. Yes, I said it. A B-. Because I understand he had a bad game, but he still put you. This is what we talk about, wins. He put you in predicament to win the football game. That's what I'm grading. I can grade other stuff too, but that is the bottom line to me. A dub. And that's what he gave y'all week 4. Now, everybody, don't get about your seats. I ain't giving them no A or nothing. I ain't giving them no A. But once again, looking around, new wide receivers, dudes we never even heard of. Nobody to stretch the field until Fulgham finally does. And it probably caught damn, who the heck did we play? if it probably caught the 49ers off balance because of everything was in front of them. Everything was dinking and dunking. And then when they got one-on-one and Fulgham got a corner on his hip, you already know, man, when you even, you leaving. So he finally had one-on-one, and they took a shot downfield. That probably shocked the heck out of the 49ers. You know what I mean? But that won the game. And who threw that football? But nobody wants to give him, I ain't going to say nobody, but not too many people want to give him credit for that. Look at what Carson Wentz has been thrown to. Miles Sanders has been taken out of games at the end of games. I don't know if it's fatigue issues. I don't know if he doesn't trust him with the football, saying he might fumble. I don't know. I don't know, but if he taking him out because of fumble issues, that's a bad thing, because I really have not seen. I mean, you got the first fumble. You got the fumble the first game he came back. Like, but other than that, I haven't seen him fumble. Last year, I don't remember him fumbling like that. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with that. But back to Carson. You know what I mean? A mixture offensive line. Shout out to them, though. They did what they had to do, but this offensive line is not good. You're not going to sit here and tell me. Jason Kelsey, 2 bad snaps. Now, you want to say, oh, that's only one play, but it's when the plays come. Second, you're basically driving. You know what I mean? That is a killer to be 1st and 10, and then Jason Kelsey hikes the ball 17 yards behind you. Now you 2nd and 27. What are you supposed to do with that? I seen this man make immaculate throws, even the throw to Boston Scott that got called back. That was a throw that is not too many quarterbacks in this league can make. And I seen it with my eyes. You seen it. You just try to deny it. I give Carson Wentz a B+. I give Carson Wentz a B+ for the 49ers. Because everybody had his 9-point underdogs. Everybody on a Fox NFL channel picked the 49ers. Even our own Ray Diddy. You know what I mean? Bear Brooks. Only person that picked us was Seth Joyner. Shout out to him. Because I thought the same way he did. And I thought the same way now. You seen Carson coming into his own. Watch out, Pittsburgh. That's all I'm going to say. Watch out, man. What's your grade? Because adding all of them up, right now I give Carson, I got to give him a C-. A C- kind of verging on a C. 70, give him a 70 or something like that. He needs to do better. But things around him need to be put in place better. It need to be better play calling. What's your grade, man? Yo, that.
Really stay fresh.